Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here we're going to be talking about the desert zone in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite and all of the Monster Hunter games that it appears. Specifically, we're going to be talking about gathering in this zone, and this is going to be kind of a hand-in-hand walkthrough of the gathering quest too. I'm basically going to be going through all of the gathering locations in this zone and talking a little bit about them. So, one thing you're going to need for this desert, which kind of sucks, is you're going to need both hot drink and cold drink. Hot drink is going to be needed for the overworld section here, where it is in the, well actually, sorry, for the underworld section. I always get these two mixed up. Cold drink is going to be needed for the heat endurance up top here. So in this big, large area here, marked number 2, there's 2 locations we can, or 4 locations we can gather. One location right here is a set of herbs that we can get from this fern-looking thing. Also, in all of my gathering videos, I address this. I live in the eastern portion of the United States, and we pronounce herb differently here. Or I should just say in the area that I live. And yes, I know in other parts of the world they pronounce herb, and I do love the discussions about the correct pronunciation of this word, considering that all pronunciations are subjective. But it helps the algorithm, so please do bash my pronunciation of the word herb. It is something I learned shortly after I started making YouTube videos. It didn't really, and this was like over a decade ago, that I didn't realize I pronounced the word differently than everywhere else in the world, and it was an interesting thing to learn. It's one of those things that you don't notice when you have it, like your own little accent, or whatever you would want to call it. So over here is another herb location. Tropical berry is an account item that is unique to the desert. Not the, if you need poke points, then it's great. Otherwise, not so great. Cactus flower, if I'm not mistaken, is also an account. No, I don't think it is. I think it's one of the unique items here, though. Here's another location over here. Oh, we already got that one. So this is a seed location, which is a little bit different than herb locations, but, and there's one last herb location all the way over here, if I'm not mistaken, anyway. Right here? Yep, right here. You can tell by the little doodad on the ground. It kind of makes everything stand out, if you know what I mean. So, let's go to area number 1. Since it's area number 1. There is a seed gathering location over here from the, yep, right over here. There is also a bug gathering location where I just was, right over here. This is one of the locations that I recommend people use because gathering bugs are generally more beneficial than mining. Although you can get a few unique mining goodies here, like malachite ore and rust stone, I think, is the other one. I could be mistaken, though. Here's another herb location right here. And there is a fishing location in this lake, too. Right by where I was. Right over there by where the big guy's walking towards me. So let's go to area number 3 now. And another thing that I would recommend you bring if you're going to be gathering in the desert is some sort of food to increase your stamina. Because you are going to be losing stamina and you do not get anything in that initial chest like rations or, you know, any of the things you normally get. So area number 3. This has a mining location, which you can see me running towards right over here. So we can get some mines, gold piece, they're account items, whetstones, garbage, iron ore kind of garbage. So we wasted 2 pickaxes and we got nothing but garbage. There should be a, what is over here? Is there an herb location over here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Or is it here? Guess not. So there is something here. This is where you can get the fishing bait. The best location, or only location, arguably, in the entire zone that you can get fishing bait. So if you're ever doing that golden fish quest here and you need fishing bait, remember this location because it's where you come. You can't use the frogs for the golden fish quest, which you normally don't get this many frogs, but you can use the worms. And over here is a seed location. Normally seed locations I skip. The only times I ever collect seeds are early on when I need power and armor seeds, or if there's a unique seed in the area that I am. And then once you get back to your farm, you can just plant them and reproduce them, and there's really no point in gathering. They're just a waste of inventory slots after that. And inventory slots are precious when you're out here gathering for stuff. So we're in area number 7 right now because I didn't want to go back to number 4 and then to 5, and it's all... Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So as you can see, we entered into the inside portion, and we have the little notification on our stamina, letting us know that our stamina is decreasing at a rapid rate because of the environment, and we have no protection against the environment. So that is one thing that I really dislike about the desert, is you need protections against the outside and inside portions. And that's going to require you to take up 2 inventory slots for a hot and cool drink. So it's not that great for me. It's something that kind of devalues the entire desert farming experience to me. The way you can get around this, though, is pack 2 hot drinks and 2 cold drinks. That way you use both of them while you're gathering, and then you have the 2 extra slots towards the end. Like, if I only packed 2, then I would have used all of them already, and then I would have those 2 extra slots when gathering. But I packed 5 because that's just how I am. So in area number 4, this is a mining location right here. Aside from this mining location, you have a poop location right here, and it actually is a very, very good location. And by actually very good, what I mean is you actually get a decent amount of poop here, and usually it's enough to maximize all of your gardening rows, and that's great. So here's another mining location. You can always tell mining locations by the cracks in the wall. I don't have enough inventory space for all of this right now, so I really can't. Let's see. I think the mining location I missed was over here. Yep, there it is. So those are the 3 mining locations in this area. The desert has quite a few mining locations. So let's see. We need to go to area number 5. So area number 5. There's nothing but herb locations here. So here's one. Again, look for the doodads on the ground, and you can find these locations easily. I personally do not recommend, when you're doing one of these farming runs in the desert, I do not recommend you do the outside portions here. You can probably only do the inside portions, and then you can save on the hot and cool drinks too that you bring with you. So there's the second herb location, and the other one is down here. One thing that's worth mentioning too, depending on what mission you're playing that takes place in the desert, if there is a wyvern in your mission, always check below where the wyvern is standing, and you can sometimes find wyvern tears, which is an account item for some extra poke points. Just something to keep in mind. I think there's another... Oh, probably right here. Yep. So those are the herb locations, all of them in this area. So the only 2 that I didn't say out loud were this one over here by this doodad, and then the other one by this little plant doodad in the middle. Again, look for the doodads. Now let's go to area number 6. Now this area has actually quite a bit of goodies. To start, you got the mine location right here. You have a herb location right here. You also have a, I think it's a seed location right here. Or maybe this one is, yeah, this one's seed. The other one is herb, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And over here, you have a bug location, which is one I almost always hit whenever I'm farming, doing a farming rotation through here. God bugs, great. Ooh, that's a first. That's a first for me. I don't think I have this beetle. I think that was the first time I've ever gotten that beetle. So now we need to go to area number 7. Now we're back. Area numero 7. Let's eat some steak. So, what can we get here? There's 2 fishy locations. There's an herb location right over here, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be in the corner, right? Yep, right here. So there's one herb location. There is... In order to find the fish locations, just look in the water for the fish. I've had trouble finding them before. Here's one right here. You can see the fishies. Over here is another herb gathering location, as you can see. And last but not least, there's an herb gathering location over here too. I think it's by this cactus. Nope, by this one. Look for the doodads. What? Not by either of them. Oh, okay, it's over here. Duh. And a bug gathering location. Bug gathering locations, you can always tell where they are by looking for the fireflies that are flying around. They always give it away. Maybe this bug gathering location is only available at night. That might be what it is. It's pictured on game FAQs, so I'm using that as my cheat sheet so I don't have to go 100% off of memory. But I have farmed this location probably like 100 times, so I'm going a lot off. Ooh, you little fucker. That's these cats steal from you. And as you can see, that can be quite annoying. They steal a random item out of your inventory as far as, get away from me, you little fucker, as far as I'm aware. So it's not going to be like, you know, first item out of your inventory. You can't like predict it and offset it. So there's another poo location over here. I think, yeah, they usually steal an item and then leave. So that is the upside. Oh boy, we got wyvern droppings. So that is very, very good. Don't you dare steal my wyvern droppings. I'll be upset. I will use profanity. So there is also an egg in this area, according to game FAQs, but oh, I see where it is. It's up there. How do I get up there? I've actually never gone to that location before because whenever you're gathering stuff like eggs or whatever it may be, it's, you know, it's not something you're doing for a normal gathering rotation. It's a very, very specialized thing. I think this is the last area, right? So whenever you gather these eggs, you can also find bones where the eggs are. Personally, I don't think I did area number 9, did I? Number 9 and 8. I don't think I did. There's not much in either of them either way, so let's do them real fast, though. These areas number 10, 9, and 8, I never go to when doing these gathering runs. So number 9, all it has is a bunch of herb locations, which it's like whoop-de-doo. You know, herbs are like the one thing we don't need. So, you know, herbs, yay. So you got an herb location there. You have another one over here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And then another one here? Yes. So you have 2 by where you come in, and then you have, you know, the one that's over there. Now let's go to area number 8. You can see the little goblin guy is here. He makes an appearance everywhere, and you can always give him something, an item, and he'll trade you for something else. And then there's things you can search in these areas, but you really never find anything. These are all miscellaneous search locations too, which means you can get more or less miscellaneous stuff. Like seeds, cactus flower, you can get like paintballs and stuff like that. Various things such as that. As you can see, these cats here will not be initially hostile to you unless you decide to mess with them first. So you can see where... Ooh, gunpowder. That's not too bad. And it's not a bad idea to let your little kitty dig in this area either, because at the end of the mission, you can just... Anything that's in his inventory, you can just send immediately back to the chest. So he's just an extra inventory. If you're playing on the PSP, it isn't such a bad idea to turn on turbo speed and let him gather for a little bit as you know, go pee or whatever it may be. And that is really all there is to gathering in the desert for Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. If you guys have any questions, comments, or you have a better, you know, you have a good rotation for the desert, or there's something I forgot to mention that you think I should have, please let me know in the comment section below. Aside from that, I will catch you guys around in future Monster Hunter Freedom Unite videos. Peace.